Today we're going to wonder about what if the world one day completely they froze. The world completely froze until it was a completely frozen ice ball. What would happen? What would happen? And the entire world would turn to ice. I'm using this really nice map as an example. Let me just color in the areas that are already frozen underneath ice. Everything that's white considered snow, except for the edge parts. That's just there. That's just to build them into whatever. It's just to look cool. Do you get it? To show that the whole world would be completely froze. This is what the world looks like right now on a frozen scale. But also, this is what it currently looks like in the world. But what if that doubled? What if the ice sheet got thicker to this line? I know it's not a very good drawn line, but you get the point. What if this entire area completely froze down under? The U.S. wouldn't really care until later, until Alaska started freezing. But then the southern tip would completely start freezing. The southern tip of the Earth. Completely being frozen under the ice and snow. Then what if on the south it doubled again? Making it so that even New Zealand, even Chile and New Zealand now touched ice. Thick ice. Then what if everything to this point froze? Then a lot of people would get angry. If literally all of northern Russia would freeze. But then the U.S. would have a problem with it. Because it touched northern Alaska. I'm just saying, like the U.S. wouldn't bother about it till now. They saw that the whole world was already freezing. Then what if the entire side of the world froze? The entire side. Including a bit of Alaska and Hawaii. All complete. It wouldn't be a tropical beach destination now. Now all of New Zealand was covered in ice. Now the world is very small looking. Then after that, all of this side of the Pacific Ocean completely was frozen. We touched the Californian coast. But then all of Alaska. Then all of Chile, most Argentina, and all of Uruguay. We froze. Almost the whole continent's froze now. Oceania. Oceania only has Australia and a bit of Indonesia left. A bit of Australia and a bit of Indonesia left for their entire continent. Before it freezes. And now, South America has gotten to the range. Where Panama and some of the Caribbean is frozen. Creating a big bubble around South America until the entire continent was frozen. So that leaves only 5 continents left. Antarctica was already frozen. 5 continents that are not completely frozen. Next, all of Greenland and Iceland would freeze. Norway and Sweden and Finland all going completely under. And then most of Canada, making Canada tiny, tiny, tiny. And also destroying the entire east coast of the U.S. Also destroying Central America and most of the Caribbean and Mexico, even Florida, even touching the south of the U.S., destroying Mexico. And now America and Canada would be on a destroyed continent. Would be on an almost destroyed continent. But also all of South Africa would be frozen under. All of Southern Africa would be frozen, with Australia being like a few island archipelagos right here, and then completely being frozen under ice, making Oceania the third continent gone. 3 continents gone, 4 continents left. Then the Atlantic would join up, making it so the entire Atlantic Ocean would freeze, freezing most of the Atlantic coast of Africa, freezing the entire Atlantic coast of Africa and touching Portugal and Spain, then touching the UK, freezing Ireland. And then it would freeze Japan, and a lot of Indonesia, and even Madagascar, and most of Central Africa, even freezing to India, leaving most of the world completely gone. Canada would go under, along with the east coast of America. Then the Koreas and the Philippines would be next to go. Then it would be Africa, leaving 3 continents left. Actually, 2 continents and a country. The U.S. would be the last of the actual whole American area. But then it's slowly shrinking down to a tiny bit. But then all of Europe froze. And most of Arabia and most of the Indian subcontinent would go next. Then China and Afghanistan would start freezing, even almost touching Kazakhstan. Yeah, everyone, all the Stan countries are fine except for Afghanistan and Pakistan are the only Stans in danger right now. Next, the entire Arabian subcontinent, and then would go Russia, and then it would touch Kazakhstan, freezing everything, and then the U.S., making the entire world a big ice cube until what if it unfroze, unfreezing everything, making everything whole again, unfreezing it all. But still making a lot of things frozen. But most of it unfroze, leaving everything back to the way it should have been. Okay. Then, after that, the entire ocean was the same way, making the entire Earth unfrozen, leaving no area frozen. Turning the Earth back to normal, but making it even wetter. that's the end of this episode. But in the next episode, we're gonna do what if the sea levels kept rising. See you next time.